Hey guys, good day, whichever day you're watching this. It's Emmy here. Photography, cinematography, videography, everything. I hope you guys have been well. Thanks for joining me on another session today. Today's session is gonna be a bit fun. I'm finally getting to do something I haven't done in a while, which is editing, because I know that's one of the things a lot of people enjoy about some of my work. So today I am editing a photo. I'm actually gonna edit two photos. So three. So it's one product, one portrait, and one other portrait. Cool. So this is from the previous, this is a video, this is an editing session from the previous shoot that I recently did with two of my amazing models, Marie and Nadia. So that's why with Marie, I'm going to be editing two photos. So it's one with the product and one with just her portrait. And then we're going to have another one that we're going to do of Nadia. But like I said, it's going to be a fun one. Let's get right to it. All right, as you know, uncensored, we keeping it rolling. I've got a tablet here, guys. I need money so that I can have another camera that shows that shows my setup right here. But unfortunately, you guys are not gonna be able to see it. But you'll be able to see my screen, which is my capture one, and then we're gonna from my capture one, we're gonna go into Photoshop. So those workflow is what we are gonna be focusing on today. And yeah, let's get right to it. So I'm trying to select some photos for me to edit already. I love a lot of these photos, like goodness me. So I already select this top three for Nadia, for Mary, and then ooh, that looked nice. That looked nice. Okay, okay, we're definitely doing that one. All right, so we're gonna skip. You know what? We skip this one. We'll edit this one at the time. And why is this still not going away? All right, cool. So we have that and we have that. So we're removing that. So we're editing these two, either one of these two actually. I like that the product is in this one. I also like that this one is just there's a feeling to it, and I really like it. All right, cool. So those are the okay for now. And then the next one we need to select now is a portrait of Mary on our own. I like that one. We're not gonna complicate it. We're sticking to that. There's one I already edited. Let me actually. Oh no! But I'm gonna start from scratch. I don't wanna. Usually I would have copied the settings I used there, and oh, ooh, guys, there's this one. I forgot. I did quite a lot. Um, oh goodness. And there was one that really gave a nice, yeah, I think it was this one. Okay, let's just select as many as we can that we love, and then cool. So now we're done with Mary. Now we're gonna go to Nadia. Like, oof, guys, Nadia's photos came out fire. It came out fire. I'm sure you can see it as I'm sliding on the side, but there's a particular one that I want to edit. uh wait, I skipped that. It was the first look actually of Nadia. There we go. Yeah, how did I skip that? Okay, so it's one of this. um i want i want i want I want that one. Oof, I'm not liking the way the necklace is. You know what? I think I actually selected the one I like. Is this one. All right, so we're going with this one. We're removing this one of Marie. I just left this to show you guys what my setup look like, and so in case you're wondering what my setup look like, and I'm gonna remove it. So we've got, oof. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm just gonna stick to what I like, which is that one. This, yeah, I'm gonna stick to that. These are the three photos we are editing. um All right, cool. So now we're gonna get to it. First thing first, I'm gonna favorite them just in case I mess up. I'm gonna no, not for it. I give them a rating of 5. That way, if I'm to ever look for the series of editing that I'm working on, I just go to my rating selection of 5, and it will give me uh this selection. All right. So now I started using this exposure warning thing that Capture One has, and what I'll do is I let AI adjust my exposure. All right, so I saw what it did here. It brighten up this. I like that. I don't mind that. I don't mind this. Excuse me. I don't mind this. I wish it added a little bit more contrast there though. So what I'm gonna do is I will reduce the exposure a little bit. Cool. Get rid of those red spot and then boost my contrast. Yeah, because oh, she's got a beautiful red hair and I want that to pop. So before, after. All right, so I see the contrast did brighten up. Cool. All right. So we have there. I just want to show you guys quickly before and after of that. So before, after, before, after. Just a little bit of difference, but I'm not, for now, we're just focusing on exposure. I'll deal with color grading later on. So I will reduce the exposure here till when I don't see the red at all. That's fine. I'm gonna push my contrast up a little bit. Oh, I see the exposure is coming back. Okay, cool. There. And then the shadows, I'm gonna drop the shadow a little bit because that's the concept of this particular portrait. Concept of the particular portrait to create that shadowy jawline. I will reduce the exposure a little bit more. Let's just leave it on 1. There we go. And then I will drop shadow here. We didn't drop shadow here. Let's see if we need to. Oh yeah, we need to. Just drop it by 10. And here as well, let's drop it. Yeah, we'll drop it by, okay, I think this one, let's drop it by 15. Oh, cool. And that is it. So we are done with, okay, no, we're not done. One last thing that Capture One does that I love now is the retouching. So I'm gonna remove the I'm gonna apply the retouching. It's an AI action thing. You guys can see it on as I'm about to push the slider. I usually just go for 50 because it's a beauty shot anyway. So I need everything as clean as possible. I push that to 50. Push Mary's one to 50. Even though I feel like Mary's, both of them are actually gonna look like I over edited them, but their skin already looks so good. So we have that, we have that, we have that. I'm not sure I'm feeling about this the exposure here for this shot of Mary in black. Okay, if we drop it down to the original, let's put it, I think, yeah, that was too much exposure. Then, yeah, I think, let's see, let's leave it at 60. I prefer that. Yeah, I'm just using what's pleasant to my eyes. I'm not using any particular terms or term or reading that I'm trying to look at. Yeah. Yeah, cool. I think we're good. We're good. All right, so from here I'm gonna send it to Photoshop. We are done with Capture One, so I'm gonna go edit with Photoshop. Excuse me, guys. There we go. All right, so now it's gonna bring it to Photoshop. So I just wanna switch my. This is all right. So we're moving. Ooh. Oh, okay. I've got no. Oof, I opened the wrong app. All right. I just need to switch this off. I switched off my OBS, but I'm working on Streamlab. So we're removing, there we go, cool. Oh, I need to remove this. Cool. All right, so we have Photoshop. Cool. All right, so we've got the three photos. We got one. Wait. Oh, there we go. Two and three. So let's start with Marie. Guys, like I said, I'm gonna get straight to it. I'm not gonna try to waste too much of your time, and apologies in advance for my lens. I am using a manual focal lens, so if I move like this, you see I'm out of focus, and if I'm back here, I am in focus. So that's why I've tried to find a sweet spot that I feel like I can maintain. But yeah, that's a disadvantage of having manual focus. If you're recording yourself, I don't know why I choose to vlog with my manual focus lens. But yeah, I just like, guys, the color is so good, the lens is good. It's a Camelon 50mm f1.1, so it's giving that rich depth of field, and that's what I want. All right, cool. Back to editing. So first thing I always do is I duplicate my layer. I am using this guy. Let me see if I can. Oh, there. That's the sweet spot for it to focus. But yeah, so I'm using the YN tablet, and this is my pen that I use for it. Let me see. Let's find the focus point. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the focus point. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right, cool. So first thing I do is I crop, and I always crop 4:5. I bring it as low as possible. That's I think, like I said, I just go with whatever I prefer. Cool. First thing I'm gonna do here is liquify. So I'm gonna liquify the, you're gonna see the part I'm gonna liquify now. All right, I just want this to have a smooth edge here. There we go. And then okay, there. Cool. So we've got before, after, before, after. Clean. There we go. All right. Now we're gonna start working on the face. I actually don't think we have a lot to do. This is crazy. Like, guys, like I said, she takes really good care of her skin. She's a she does a lot of beauty and bridal content. Oh, no, I wasn't supposed to remove that. That's a beauty spot there. um yeah, guys, I don't know what I'm cleaning here. Like, yeah, yeah, I guess I'm cleaning a bit here and there. Yeah, and then the neck. So I know that's a beauty spot. I'm not gonna touch that. Cool. We're good. All right, let's try get rid of some of the hair on the skin here. I am using Healing 2, by the way. I'm using a Healing 2. Cool. I'm using a Healing 2, and I think we're good. All right, we're good. Like, I'm not going heavy on the retouching. It's oh, I forgot my mark. There we go. That's my mark. Cool. I'm not going full on beauty retouching. I'm just keeping it as natural as possible. And yeah. So the next spot we're gonna do is, you know what? We've got a bit of time, so let's just remove that. Oh, guys, I'm still getting used to this. I'll show you once it's done. I will show you what I used for this part. So this is it's an AI brush called, let me see, remove tool on Photoshop. So, yeah, and it just does wonders. Like, AI, Photoshop is really going crazy with their AI knowledge. It's insane. All right, we have there. Cool. All right, now we can get into retouching. So for retouching, I use Retouch Academy. I just go, you see the parameters I'm gonna use now. Just want to make sure this thing is, yeah, it's showing it. So I use the median blur, and I usually go, oh, that's too much. I usually go 9. Yeah, that looks fine. Cool. I usually go 9. So we've got 9 value of blurriness, which is what we're gonna use for our smoothness of the skin. Yeah, cool. So now we've got the panel here. Cool. So we've got let me just fix this. I don't know why this thing is showing. Yeah, that's not supposed to be showing. Wait, if I have this, can I push it? There we go, that's better. All right, we've got our layer of frequency separation layer, high frequency, copy, correct tones, and low frequency. So on this layer, is where we're doing our smoothness. We're using mixer brush for that. And then on this layer is where we'd be doing correcting skin tone, colors, and stuff. We're using normal brush for that. And here is where you're still trying to remove a spot, and here you use your clone stamp tool here. All right, so we're gonna start with the mixer brush. Excuse me guys, I'm recording this in the morning, so yeah. Okay, I always try to zoom in so I can see as much as I need to. And so we're using the mixer brush. You can see my parameters here. They're very specific settings: wet, load, mix, flow. The very specific settings. And now we just copy and paste. So it's very important that you paste around where you have copied. So it's like I copy here and I paste there. I copy here, I paste here. Copy here, I paste. Yeah, so do not copy here and paste here. It's gonna look, it's not gonna blend well, basically. Yeah, I think that's the best way for me to describe it without complicating it too much. And you might not see any much of a difference until everything is done, but like I said, I will show you guys. Yeah, so I think this part I might probably fast forward. All right, cool. And we are done. So like I said, I need to show you before, after, before, after. So like I said, as you can see, it wasn't so heavy. I just kept it as natural as possible. That's why I didn't go too heavy on how smooth the skin should be, because she already has a really great skin where there isn't, we're not doing that much. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna do, I think, let me touch up a little bit here. Yeah, so it's always also important to always zoom out at the end so that you can see, because I wouldn't have seen that spot if I didn't zoom out. All right, cool. We're gonna close that. And the next part we're gonna do, open our Retouch Academy again. excuse me, I'm gonna do dodge and burn, which is, where is it? Yeah, dodge and burn curves. So it does this black and white thing to help you. It's like a visual aid to show you, because when you're doing dodge and burning, you're dodging your highlights and you're burning your shadows. So actually, let's I don't usually do it, but I'll just do it for you guys to see. All right, so now we're doing the dodge part first. We're using our brush. What I usually do now is I use my brush, I go 100% flow, 100% opacity, and then I dodge every part I need to dodge. Oh nope, my brush is too big for that part. So let's start here. We have this part, and then we have this part. Cool. We have that part. We have the cheekbone. We are on top of the lips here. And we have that. So because my brush is on 100%, it's, I'm literally just drawing. I'm not trying to blend or blush anything. I'm literally just drawing over my spots of that I would like to dodge, and I will show you how what I'm heading towards just now. Cool. All right, we're done with the dodge part. Now we're gonna go to the burn on your shadows. Okay, no, I did that one. There we go. Just darken the eyelids a little bit. Nose. So as you can see, I reduced the size of the brush based on the area I'm working on. The cheekbone, top of the lips, side of the lips, around the lips. I would have done this part, but I always find it tricky, so I always just leave it. It doesn't affect, it actually does more damage if I don't do it properly. So I'd rather just leave it. The jawline. And so as you notice, I'm just focusing on the shadows. Cool. And we have our dodge and burn, basically. Cool. So now I'll remove the visual head. You will see that. That's what we've done. I'm gonna delete this visual head because we don't need it at all. And now all I need to do is just reduce the intensity of what I've done to, let's say 25. Let's see, 25, 25, 25, 20, 23. Cool. Before, after, before, after. Okay, now let's push it to 25 or even 30. Like guys, dodge and burn is so fun. So before, after, before, after. So instead of trying to like slowly get the dodge and burn, like I think they call it micro dodge and burn. Yeah, that takes too long for me. So I just draw my lines and I just play with my intensity. Okay, just to be safe, let's keep it at 27. Wait, 27. There. Come on, 27. Good. So before, after, before, after. Beautiful. All right, cool. So now we're gonna start with our color grading. There was a color grading program I had already for, okay, my camera is still recording. I want to check if I have it here. so that I can just so I kind of pre-prepare this video for you guys so that I can move as quick as possible. All right, we have Lao 70% and Cosi. Cool. So you see, that's all I need to see to know exactly what I need to do. All right, I hope this thing doesn't stop my recording. I'm trying to connect back to the camera with my phone while it's still recording. Please don't stop. Don't stop my recording. Otherwise, I will just start all over again. We're 25 minutes in. Goodness. Okay, I think we're gonna split this video. We're gonna edit this one, and then we're gonna edit hmm, okay, let me just finish with this and we'll go from there. Cool. All right, so cool. So now I've created a new layer that I'm gonna color grade on. And if you notice, I've unselect, I'm just putting my pen in the dock right now. If you notice, I've unselect my dodge and burn. So before I do my color grading, I make sure my dodge and burn is not active because it's gonna affect the color. So the dodge and burn is actually supposed to be on top of your color grading. That's the way I choose to see it, choose to do it. Cool. All right, so now I'm just gonna go to my camera raw, which is where I'm gonna be doing my, there we go, is where I'm gonna be doing my color grading foundation. Just gonna zoom in a little bit. Oh, I just realized there was something I was supposed to do that I didn't do, but maybe it's because I didn't feel the need to do it, because this photo just looks amazing already. All right, so we've got yeah, I'm gonna break this video down into part 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna break down to part 1, 2, 3. All right, so we've got a color grading coming in. So the one I'm going for okay, we have this. Oof, this looks so good. This looks so good. All right, we have can. Oh, we have can 2. So my can is darker, my can 2 is brighter. You can see a bit of light in my shadows on the can 2. And then the color I was coming for is Lao, is this, because you can see it warmed up the skin, which is what I was planning to do. But now that I see this, and it's very different, it's very different, it's very cold. But now I'm gonna stick to my original plan. So we're going for Lao, which warms up the skin. That's what I want. I see my black is touched. There, I could tell my black is touched. You see, it's on 100. Yeah, I don't want my black touched that much, but we're gonna bring it to about 50, and I'm just gonna check the difference before. Yeah, we're gonna leave at 50 instead of 100. That looks good. And yeah, that's it. We're gonna click OK. Done. First layer of color grading done. So we had Lao at 100%. Actually, it was supposed to be 70, but I'm gonna leave it at 100. And then I'm gonna create another layer. We're gonna go back to camera raw again. And then I just want to check something, guys. Okay, we good. All right. And now I'm gonna add there's a action I created called, what's it called? Cosi. There we go. Cool. So Cosi just adds a bit of bright contrast to my photo. So every photo I edit, this is the last thing I add on top of it. The Cosi is just like my finishing plug color grading, basically. So we've got before, after, before, after. So we're gonna add Cosi on top of that, and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm happy with that. We're gonna click OK. Good, we are good. And oh, now we're gonna bring back our dodge and burn. Oof, you see, gonna bring up our dodge and burn. I'm gonna create another layer, and now I'm gonna add texture. Oh, that was my PlayStation switching off, sorry. Now we're gonna add another layer called which is my texture. I use MBP for that. It's called MBP sharpen subject. So what is it does it sharpens the photo, but specifically the skin. You're gonna see the way it's gonna map out just the skin, not the entire photo, and it's just gonna keep that sharp. Yeah, you see there, because now you can see it's just the subject that is being selected. We're not selecting the backdrop or stuff like that. So because if let's say this was shot on a location, and usually when I shoot on location I play a lot with depth of field, so that means my background needs to be blurry and my subject needs to be sharp. So when I sharpen my photo like this, it just sharpens the subject, not the background that was already blurry. The devil is a lie. Cool. All right, that was my friend checking up on me. All right. He's a very stubborn guy. Cool. All right, I'm gonna click OK, and we, ooh, that is sharp. That is too sharp. That is too sharp. No, that is too sharp. All right, we're gonna do that again. I'm gonna. I don't. I think the cord threw me off. Yeah, I wasn't watching because in that gray scale thing, I could see how sharpened it's going to be, but I think the cord threw me off. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna use one, not two. We're gonna use one. Yeah, I can see that's better. That's better. All right, cool. And guys, that is the end of chapter part one. Part one, that's the end of part one. So we're gonna have part two and part three. But I wanted to show you guys something. If I was to go further, I'm gonna unselect. Oh, the sorry, I've unselected my sharpness. If I was to go further, there we go. You see in her eyes, she's got the blood vessel there. I'm gonna click eyes here on Retouch Academy. It's gonna create a layer for me to work on just the eyes. All right, so now you see here it says clean the eyes, which means I go to my brush. So here I'm not gonna. Should I? You know what? Let me use the same parameters: 100% flow, 100% opacity, and we'll clean the red in the eyes. But what I don't like is I have to do everything, not just the red part. So basically, we're whitening the white part of the eyes. That, there we go. We have to do the same for here because we don't want one eyes looking better than the other. That will be hilarious. And because I'm on 100% flow, 100% opacity, I don't really need to try to be careful. I just paint, just create a quick overflow for me. And then here we have is the spot where we add some light. Sorry, I'm on the wrong. Oh, sorry again. So we're gonna be adding some light into the, I don't know if that's called cornea or iris, but you know what I'm doing. And then the catch light, we had some light in there, and we do the same here. Okay, I got that one. And there, perfect. And then we add that into the catch light as well. And then darken is this, but I'm sure you guys know what this is. I don't. I do, but I just, let's not get to do too much biology. I should have listened in the biology class. Cool. All right. So we've edited the eyes. We've cleaned the white. We've add the blacks. We add the light. And all I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna reduce the intensity as usual. And I don't think I like the black, but I'm gonna remove it. I'll show you how I'm gonna do that. So we've dropped it down to 50 to 51. I like that a lot, but I don't like the dark part, so I'm just gonna select it. There we go. But we have, yeah, we have a clean white and we have bright lights in the eyes. Before, after, before, after. So cool. We have our final photo again. There we go. Oof. Yeah, okay, this is, let me drop it to 40 because I like, remember, we need to make it look, yeah, that's better. All right, so we've got before, after, before, after. Guys, that looks effing beautiful. That looks effing beautiful. All right, we've got before and after. Before, whoo, Lord have mercy, that was beautiful. All right, guys, I will see you on the on part 2.